Hi everyone, this is Venkat and welcome to Aztec channel. Today is the day 4 of Unix and Linux Fundamental 0 to Hero series. So without wasting of our time, let's get started. So what do you expect from day 4, right? So in the day 3, we talked about what is virtualization and different virtualization softwares and their differences. So today we are going to talk about how to download the OS. So when I say OS, mostly Ubuntu and Oracle Linux. Yes, I can also talk about redhat, how to download and all. And we'll talk about VirtualBox download, where we need to download, how to download, and then installation of VirtualBox. So after downloading the VirtualBox, how you can install the VirtualBox. Then after we will install how our Gust, install the first Gust OS on the VirtualBox, right? So first, what you need to do, right? So we have a softwares that you can download from internet which are free, right? So there are a couple of links I just mentioned here. Maybe I can share the same links on the end of this video on the description. You can check and download it. So we have a different links to download. First of all, we need to download the VirtualBox. Okay, so the VirtualBox can be downloaded through virtualbox.org site or oracle.com site. And after that, we need to download Ubuntu. If you want to play around with the Ubuntu, then we can download the Ubuntu OS. Then we can also download Oracle Linux. So if you want to play around with the Oracle Linux, then you can download the Oracle Linux. Even Red Hat also, I will show you in a moment. Okay, so let me go into the browser. So here we can check that download VirtualBox. You just need to search for download VirtualBox. Then it will take you into the different that supported page. So just open one of these. So make sure you always open the site which is having like www.virtualbox.com. Okay, so open this, or you can go to the oracle.com. So here also you can download the VirtualBox software. So as I mentioned in the day 3, VirtualBox is something provided by the Oracle. So either you can go and download from the Oracle site, or you can also download through the VirtualBox site. So both are same. So this VirtualBox can be installed in our Windows. So when I say Windows, it is your PC, mostly your laptop or home PC. So when I say PC, it can be a Windows 8 or Windows 10, Windows 11. So most of the time we are using, the people are using Windows 10 these days, 10 or 11. So it supports on that platform as well. So also you can install on Mac if you have the MacBook or Mac system. You can also install the same software. And Linux distribution means if you have any other Linux, like let's say Red Hat, inside Red Hat also you can run this VirtualBox. Like that, Solaris also is supporting. Like this, all the platforms are supported by the VirtualBox. So you can just click this to download, okay, or else go to VirtualBox from the Oracle side. So just go to this page and look at the platform, the supported platform. So here I'm choosing my Windows, since my machine, my PC is a Windows and my laptop is a Windows. So it's a Windows 11. So I can use either this installer, or I can click this way. Both will be the same. So you can just click on, it will start downloading one of the uh, VirtualBox software. Or else if you want to download it from Oracle side, you can download it as well. So just go here and look at the software. So the only difference is that if you go with the Oracle side, you will be getting kind of one or two minor version difference. If you see here, 7012 is the lower version, 7014 is the higher version, the latest minor version. That's something released, available from the VirtualBox software org site. Okay, so either ways it will work. You can download any one of them from the site. So this is something we are downloading the VirtualBox. Now you need to download the Ubuntu. So you can use Ubuntu server or Ubuntu desktop, whatever. Let me take an example for Ubuntu server. So what you can do, just search like this, go to this one, the first, the one it is showing, and accept all the cookies or whatever. Okay, then you can download the version that is available. So here 22043 is the currently stable version, so you can download directly. So just click on that, it will start downloading your software. Okay, so let me go here and check here. See, it says that your server, I mean Ubuntu server is started downloading. So it will take 30 minutes to 30 to 40 minutes based on your ISP provider speed. Okay, so again the size in between something like uh, 4 GB, 2 to 4 GB in between. So you can easily download within half an hour if you have a good uh, ISP provider. Now I'm going to show you something on download Oracle Linux. So if you want to, or if you want to prefer with the Oracle Linux, this you can also go with the Oracle Linux also as well. So here just set as download Oracle Linux, then you will be getting a different URLs. So from here, right, you can choose either the first one or the third one. Okay, so I will tell you what is the difference here. So if you go with the first one, right? So Oracle ask you to sign up with your email. So it can be your Gmail, whatever. You can use Gmail and sign up. So you need to click here. So when you, as soon as you click here, right, it's saying that installation media for Oracle Linux freely available from this location or this location. So either ways you can do that, right? So I can click here, then it will ask you for sign in or sign up page. So if you have the account, you can open. It's a free. Just you need to create your account with your email. Then you can sign up and you can download it. That's one way. And another way is that we have already opened a one more link, right? So here you can download that software as well. Okay, click here. It will redirect to the, yes, it will redirect to the required software packages. I mean ISO images path. So if you see here, right, this is sponsored or provided by the Oracle. So you can come down and choose the best OS what you want to use. So here, remember, most of the time our laptops are always 64-bit, so you need to download the 64-bit operating system only. So if you are little confused about 32-bit and 64-bit, just go and check my day 3 uh, session, and there I discussed everything on in detail. Okay, you can go and check there. So here there are different versions Oracle is supporting right now. So from here, I would say for in internal, since it is an internal, for internal use case or for internal testing or for internal use, right? So you can download anything, but I would recommend to go with anything that is stable. Means when I say stable, there is no issues and all. So you might be go with a 9.2 or 9.3 or 8.9. So in this case, I already downloaded 8.9 and 8.8. So just you need to click here. So when you click that, your download will be start. Okay, so it will take almost like a size in between 10 to 12 GB, right? So it will take almost like 50 minutes based on your ISP speed. So let it these two softwares are downloaded behind the scene, but I'm showing this example for you how you can download the Oracle or Ubuntu OS from the sites. And remember, you always, when you download the software, remember you always downloading through the Oracle site or the Ubuntu site only. Okay, if it is Ubuntu means you need to make sure that is from Ubuntu. Just in case if you see different names here, that means there might be some issue. I mean, you might face some issue by downloading that. So I would recommend to always look at before you download the software. I mean ISO images. I would recommend to go with the respective providers. Like if it is Oracle Linux, you need to go with the Oracle Linux. If it is a Ubuntu, you need to go with the Ubuntu. Okay. Then what about Red Hat Linux? So for the Red Hat Linux also we can download. Again, we need to create our own account. So again, you need to sign up with your Gmail account, then you need to sign up, log in or sign up here to download that. Then you can use it without any cost. It said download RHL at no cost, means it is a free, but if you want to go for some additional support, like you need a support or you need some subscription manager from the Red Hat, then uh, you need to purchase it. In general, in real time, what will happen if customer is coming to you and if they are hosting their environment in the cloud, or if it is on-prem, most likely if it is on-prem, so that time, right, as a SME or the architect who are doing these things, they will deal with the this particular vendors. If it is a Red Hat, I mean customer wants to use a Red Hat, or I mean if you are proposing, I mean architect or who are there, if they propose to run their workload on Red Hat, they will go and tie up with the Red Hat and they will purchase the um, software licensing and the support model. If it is Oracle, if they decided to host their application on the Oracle, then they will touch bases with the Oracle team. Then they will um, buy the software. So why we need to buy here in this case? Because production workloads, whatever they run in the licensed version software, I mean NSA licensed, uh, that is related to the support and all, not the OS, right? OS is a free, but if you need any additional support on that particular operating system like Red Hat, if you need any, let's say if you face some issues on the Red Hat after installing, then you have an option to choose I mean support their model, I mean go with the support and open a case, then you can work with them to troubleshoot the issue. But just in case if you don't have any support model, then it is your responsibility to troubleshoot by googling or by contacting some person from your team or some superior, whatever. You need to resolve that issue your own self, right? That's the difference with the license and without license. The only comes into the picture is that support model. Okay, rest all is same. So this is how you can download your software. So I'm not showing about the CentOS, since CentOS is not going to be used really in real time. Most of the time we see Red Hat Linux or Oracle or Ubuntu only. Okay, if just in case if it is in if it is in a cloud, then you might see the Amazon Linux as well, right? Amazon Linux and Amazon Linux 2. These two are the Amazon owned operating systems, right? So all these are something required if you are dealing with the on-premises environment. When I say on-premises, let's say you are hosting your environment in the data center, on the physical data center. That time you need to be consider all these things. But just in case you are dealing with your cloud vendor, let's say Amazon or Azure or IBM Cloud or GCP. All these are something they already pre-build their images. When I say pre-build means in the Amazon console or GCP console or Azure console, they will give an option to choose the AMI, which AMI we need to use. AMI is nothing but Amazon machine image, right? Means it will be pre-configured packages, means it will have all the information that required to boot your system. So Amazon is having a different I mean AMAs, and Azure is having its own images and all. Based on that we need to decide what we need to use. But if it is on premises, this is how we need to download. But again, as I mentioned, this is only this particular session I'm showing it for internal use case only. In real time we are not downloading like this, because as I mentioned before, the team from the the project team, they are going to be contact the respective vendor. Let's say if they are hosting their environment on Oracle, they will contact Oracle sales team or the product team, whoever, and they will buy the software licensing and all. Okay, so this practical, the thing what I'm showing right now is just for our own use case only. Real time we are not going like this way. Okay, so again this is something we are doing for our POC kind of thing, right? So you can play around with the any of these OSs. Okay, so this is how we need to download the software for the different operating systems. So as soon as that your software is downloaded, right? Let's say in this case VirtualBox is already downloaded and these two are still downloading, but for now what I'm doing, I'm canceling this. because I already downloaded to save our time. Okay, so I already downloaded, so I'm canceling it. So these two software also I already downloaded. So now what you need to do, right? The first thing is you need to start installing the VirtualBox. So I mentioned in the day 3, in the single PC, I mean in your single PC, maybe in your laptop or your desktop, you have an option to install only one primary OS. The primary OS is nothing but the one I am using right now. That's the primary OS. Let's say if you are using your machine with the Windows 8 or Windows 10 or Windows 11, that's called a primary OS. So at a time you can access only one OS. That's your primary OS. As I mentioned, if you want to have or if you want to play around with a different operating system, like you need to play with the Ubuntu or you need to play with the Oracle Linux or Red Hat Linux, then the VirtualBox concept comes into the picture. So for that region, you need to install the VirtualBox software on your on top of your primary OS. So it is just installing or it's just creating a virtual layer uh, on top of your physical machine like a system or PC or laptop, whatever. So I'm going back to the slide. So these are the links I will provide in the description after the completion of this video. You can go and check the same thing. So now what you need to do is, as soon as you download the software, right? The software will be like this. I mean, you will be getting .exe file. You need to double click on that file. So when you double click on that file, you will be getting like this kind of welcome screen or wizard screen like that. So as soon as you've done that, you will be seeing that uh, finish kind of messages, because it is saying that there is some issue with your current machine. Means your machine may be required Windows, Microsoft Visual C++, redistributable packages. This is something a supporting package that required to run your VirtualBox. So you must need to download this particular C++ 2019 or 2022, whichever latest that you need to download to resolve this issue. So if you encounter while you execute this program, I mean the VirtualBox installation, you first need to install the software. So in my case, I'm using Windows 11 and I noticed this issue. So in order to resolve that, first what you need to do, you need to go back to the uh, browser and download the software. So C++ 2019, you can go here, just search Microsoft C++ redistributable 2019. So as soon as you've done this, the first page you need to open it. Okay, open it, go here and come down and download the x64-bit. As I mentioned, our systems, whatever laptops or PCs, mostly it is a x64-bit platform processor and supported 64-bit related programs as well 32-bit program. So this is something related to the VirtualBox software bug fix. So you need to download this one. Okay, just download this and it will be downloaded in a second. So after downloading this, you need to double click it. Okay, since in my mission I already installed, so I took some screenshot for reference. So I will show you that process right now. Okay, so I'm going to the screen now. So after downloading that software, again you need to double click that problem, that particular program, right? So just double click the program, then it will execute this. Let's say in my case I downloaded, I mean the program that I shown just before, right? That's the 2022 is the supporting package. So just double click on it and you need to accept the license and install. Click on the install. Then after you will get the pop-up screen something like this. It's saying that processing, means it is started installing the supported Visual Studio package for VirtualBox. Then once after completion of that particular installation, then you will be getting an option to restart your machine. So in Windows, right, in general, if you install any MSC or .exe files, sometimes that will ask you to reboot your PC. It can be your laptop or wherever you installing that MSC files. I mean Microsoft files or .exe files in the Windows, because Windows always requires if something you update or install that requires a reboot. So Windows is recommending to you to restart before you start installing the um, VirtualBox software. So you just need to restart the machine. So when you click this restart mission, system will be, I mean, your PC or laptop will be rebooted, and once you logged into the machine, then you need to again reinstall that VirtualBox software. So this time you need to double click onto the program that we downloaded, right? I mean the VirtualBox software. You need to double click into that. Then it will start installing the your VirtualBox software. So as soon as you double click into that particular VirtualBox software, you will be getting some welcome page like this. So just click on to the next. Okay. Then you will be, I mean, it will be asking for where you want to install. So this screen something you can ignore, directly go with the next. So here what it means that it is saying that where the package need to be extracted, I mean need to be stored. So here by default in Windows, all the programs whatever we install, right, that will go and install under the program files location. So you can leave it, or if you want to change, you can go and browse it and change the location, but I would recommend go with the default option. Okay, then next. After performing the next, it will take you into the next screen that it just give you a warning. So it is not going to harm anything to your computer. So it just saying that your network installation is going to be, I mean, temporary is going to be disconnected. I mean, maybe your Wi-Fi or LAN connection, whatever, but it is not going to be hurt your, I mean, it's not going to harm your networking and all, right? So simply just click yes. Then it will ask you to confirm the final confirm, like yes, Python core, some Windows related some packages is going to be extracted as a dependencies packages. So just yes, click on the yes. Then it will ask you, are you ready to install? So this is the final step. Just when you click on to install, it will start installing your software. So once the software installation is done, then you will be getting a completion page. So once this is done, you can just finish. So maybe you can choose start Oracle VM VirtualBox 7.0 after installation. This can be checkbox. I mean, you can check or uncheck. That's your up to you. But normally it's not required. Just finish it. So as soon as that software is installed, right, I mean, now VirtualBox is successfully installed. So now you need to go to your Windows, I mean toolbar, search for the just type the VirtualBox. So as soon as you search that VirtualBox, you will be getting like this. Okay, once you open that, at the first time you will be getting like this kind of page. So this is the your Oracle virtual manager or virtual manager VirtualBox. Okay, this is the first page of that particular software. Okay, so now since I already installed in my machine, right, so you might be seeing in different way, means the screen might be little different compared to the this screen. So this is the initial screen. If you see, I don't have any running machines or stopped machine, but in my machine, I mean in my PC, I already installed and I already configured my gust also. So you can look at this. So here I configured Ubuntu, which is I already stopped. I also configured OEL, that is in stopper state. So from this screen, what you need to mainly look at this, right? At this moment, there are different options we have, as I talked about in the day 3. You can do, I mean, you can create your new own machine, you can clone, or you can create a template, you can take a snapshot, whatever. You can do anything what we have in the virtual box features. So what I'm going to do now, before I'm going to start installing or start showing some um, um, installation process, I mean guest installation process, I'm going to walk you through a couple of things with my current machine. So what I'm going to do, I will right click into that machine, I mean the one I'm using, and go and start it. So you need to use normal start. Generally after every shutdown we need to go with the normal start only. So what do you mean by this normal start? Just entering to, I mean just powering on the machine, just start it. So when you power on the machine, right, existing machine, it will open this kind of pop-up, and it is saying that your machine is in powering up state. So what will happen behind the scene? It will look for the bootable device like your hard disk where the OS is installed. That will plug into it, and it will give you another login screen. Okay, it will run some post step screen. This is called power on self test program. That doesn't mean that it is looking for everything like to boot your server. What is required? Like you need a disk is required, you need a CPU is required, you need a memory is required. All these things are will be tested during the boot program. So now this is my login screen where you need to enter your administrator password. So in real time, we are not directly login as an admin. We are always having our own accounts. So in real world case, right, if you talk about real world, this should be a AD account, means Active Directory integration account. So you need to use that AD account to be login. But some companies, if they are not using any AD or Kerberos or LDAP authentications, then they might create an internal account inside the OS. So that is too much hard to manage, like managing users on inside the instance. Because let's say today I am having one mission, but in later, maybe after 1 month 2 months, maybe my systems are increasing. So going into every mission and creating users is hard, right? Even managing also, it's a very tedious job. So for that reason, most of the time the Linux missions are integrated with the domain. It's under the domain. Then whatever users we create on the AD, that will be sync up with our um, Linux. It can be a Ubuntu or Red Hat, whatever. But how the integration is done, there is a different concept called AD integration. So that's very advanced. So at this stage, you don't need to worry, since we are deploying this guest OS on our VirtualBox to play around a simple task. Okay, so I can explain that in detail more in the Linux administration series. Okay, since it is a basic, so we can ignore it. So now, as part of installation, right, I already created my name, like example Venkat, and password, whatever strong password you can put it, right? It can be 6 character, 8 characters, or combination of characters, whatever. So after entering your username and password, you will be landing to this location, right? So first of all, you need to run this command os release. So this will give you entire information, like what is the OS that you currently using. In this case, I am using Ubuntu 2203 043 TLS. Okay, and this is a Gemmy Jellyfish is one kind of version that is supported by the Ubuntu. And this is the command to know your currently installed OS and its version and details. Okay, and next you need to know like what is my processor type, right? So you can use uname -p. So when you run this p means it will give the processor type. So we talked about 32-bit processor, 64-bit processor and all, right? If you are still confusing that, go and check my day 3 session where we talked about day 2 on that. You can go and check all these things. Okay, what is the differences, where do you use and all. So when you run uname -p, you will get the your x86 supported processor. Okay, so if you want to know what type of system it is, let's say you can use uname -m. So here it says, it's tell you that what type of machine is it, a 32-bit machine or 64-bit machine. So here you can see x86 underscore 64-bit means that is 64-bit machine support, means you can install any application that support 64-bit related. Okay, and one more thing, we need to look at the what are all the processors are available in the machine. So you can run proc, cat/proc cp info. You can use less or whatever. Let me enter like this. So when you run proc cp info, you will be seeing processor 0 here, right? And who are the model name like Intel or AMD or any other IBM company like that you will be getting, and what are the CPU speed, and all these things you can get it. So when you run the same command in real time, you might be getting, or you might be seeing a different output, like in the first output like processor 0, and in the second output you will be getting processor 1, in the third output you will getting processor 3, like that, because the servers are configured with 4 CPUs, 8 CPUs, like that. But in this case, this particular virtual machine are created with only one processor. That's the reason we are seeing this as a 0. 0 means we have one processor at this time. Okay, so this is how you interact with your virtual machine, inside a virtual box, and play around with the virtual one of the virtual machine that is called a Ubuntu. So how can you enter into this? Mean just you need to move your uh, cursor, I mean the arrow cursor from the laptop or PC using the mouse, and just enter into there in the blank screen. Just then you will be enter. So if you want to come out from here, you need to use in your computer laptop, in the keyboard you need to use, you need to run, or you need to press right control. So when you run right control, see the cursor is released from inside VM to the outside. So let's say if you want to again enter into that mission, you need to just click that mouse and enter. That's it, you will be enter into that. Okay, if you want to come out, you need to again run control, right side control in your keyboard you need to perform, then you will come out from the VirtualBox. Okay, so the one you are seeing right now, it's a Ubuntu 22 and it's a CLI, means I'm interacting with the CLI. I'm giving commands to my system to execute and give the output. So that's called a CLI. So I'm going to talk about CLI and its differences between the GUI, and what is the best one in real time or in real use cases in day 5. Okay, for now you can ignore it. So once you're done with your whatever play around with the Ubuntu operating system, you can come and uh, close it. So when you close this particular window, it is saying that how do how you want to stop this machine, or you want to power up the machine, or you want to send shutdown signal, or you want to use the mission state, save the mission state. Means this option is very useful. Let's say you are taking some break. Let's say now you executed some commands here and you are taking some break, and you want to come after 15 minutes or half an hour, then you need to get access from where your system is stopped. Let's say in this case I ran my last command cat proc CPU, so I want to access it from this particular state only. Okay, if you use this one, that will when you next time when you power on the machine, the system will goes to the previous state. That's the meaning of this one. Okay, save the machine state. But if you use the power off, it will stop the machine. It's similar to our in Windows how we stop our laptop or our PC. That's the option. So either you can go with the save machine state or power off the machine. So I'm going to do one thing here for showcase something. So I'm giving this as a save. Okay, save the machine state. Okay, now what will happen? It is going to save the current state, and it will show you status as saved. Okay, it's not showing show you as a powered off. Okay, let me see. This machine is completely, OEL, I have one more machine. That machine is completely shut down. That's the reason you are getting, you are seeing as powered off. But this machine is something showing as shaved. That means the current state is shaved. So whenever you start, you will go back to the same state, the one you were left. So let me go here and start it. Normal start, and see, you will be seeing the last state only. So it's starting. See, it is saying restoring a virtual machine. So it doesn't mean that, it is just going back to the last previous session. Means like this. So in real time, right, this kind of option is not available. This is only for virtual. I mean, option is available in the VMware VirtualBox only. Since we are playing around here and this, that's the reason this option is there. But in real time, once you launch the server remains same running until if customer is using for let's say some customers are running their servers between their business days, means business working days, means they start their servers around 9 a.m. or before 9 a.m., like let's say 8 a.m. every day, night 8 a.m., sorry, morning 8 a.m., and that will close their business. Maybe let's say some people are closing their business around 10, so they might stop their missions around 11 o'clock. So that's where few customers are doing in the cloud. But what about in the on premises? In on premises, nobody shut down the servers remains running, always running. Okay, so if it is a virtual box environment, yes, since it is a playground, so wherever you want to stop, terminate, everything you can do because it's a our POC or playground, right? That's different between the window in real use world and working on the virtual box. So I'm stopping this mission now completely and see the difference. See, previously you might have seen that saved. Now it is turned into a power off. Okay, the same way I'm going to start my OEL machine. Again, you need to just right click into that, start it, start. So it is starting the machine. So this is called a grub actually. So grub means it's a boot menu. So grub is something available in all the Linux families. I mean to say, we have a grub on the Red Hat Linux, Oracle Linux, or CentOS, even in Ubuntu also. The main advantage of grub is you can move with the different kernels at the same time. I mean, in a different times. Like so let's say your machine is having a three different kernels. So if you want to switch from one kernel to another kernel, yes, you can do it. So we can talk about in detail in Linux administration what is grub and where do we use in real world use cases. Okay, for now it is okay to ignore it. So now my system, I mean my Oracle Linux is started. This is what the Oracle Linux interface looks like. Okay, so this is completely a GUI because I configured as a GUI because I wanted to show you difference between CLI and GUI. So the previous Ubuntu is CLI. Since I executed commands through the CLI, there you don't have, I mean you have not seen any icons or images in the Ubuntu. But now I'm showing this an example for GUI based one. So let me enter into that, enter the password. Yes, I entered my password. Yes, so this is something like a GUI, means see you will be getting similar to our Windows. You will be getting a Firefox or some different utilities like this. So if you want to play around with your OEL, I mean Oracle Linux, you need to click onto the terminal. Okay, so it will open one window, one session where you can run your commands. The same commands it will work here also. Example, we talked about cat etc os release. So when you run this command, you will be getting what version of OS currently installed, like 8.9, and who is provider, like Oracle is provider, so it's showing that information. Okay, the next command we ran on the Ubuntu is uname -p. So uname -p is for processor type, right? So it's supporting 64-bit processor. So you can run anything that supports a 64-bit processor applications or programs. The next I ran that is uname -m. So this is for machine architecture, like machine type. It is also a 64-bit. So as I mentioned, all the machines these days what we are using, they always a 64-bit. Okay, Now I wanted to see the CPU information here also. Okay, so either you can run like this proc CPU info. See, as I mentioned, it will give you a lot of information, so I'm just using less command. So I will talk about what is less, that comes under the fundamental course only. So I will talk in the maybe in 6 or 7 day session. Okay, days 6 or 7 of day session. So here again processor is 0 since my Oracle machine is configured with one processor. That's the reason you are seeing this one. Okay, so like this you can check the information, whatever it is configured, right? So here I wanted to show you one more thing. This is something you need to understand, okay? Because in the next I'm going to show you the installation of Oracle Linux. Okay,
That's it for today. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, you can share with your friends and subscribe to my channel and comment if you need any further information. So you can follow me on Facebook as well, Instagram, and my Telegram channels as well. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you all.